just us.
Mm-hmm.
What is good, everybody? It is July 12th, 2026, 5 p.m. Time for Film and Box Office News Live with the Council of Comics. It's episode 193. Here with C Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy. I'm back, feeling better. And yeah, we're going to talk about My Dinner with Andre later today. We're just going to talk about that movie. We'll be back right after this.
Day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
Where'd we go? There we are. What is good, everybody? It's Film and Box Office News Live. I'm here with C Bizzle, Green Shirt Guy. The producer won't be with us today. He has something going on, and Cliff may or may not be with us today. He had some Sunday stuff happening.
So don't adjust your television set. This is not fill in the blanks.
I want to have words on my face today.
All right,
Usually
it's
when
almost
all
like
stacked up. All the words are on my face.
Fill in the Blanks will be on Thursday this week. We'll be back.
We will be back. Did you decide what you're drawing yet?
No.
You guys, it's Ben 10, right?
It's Ben 10.
It's Ben 10.
I kind of have an idea what I'm doing. And I realize I have two Ben 10 covers.
I might do Forearm.
I think, well, I'm definitely going to, he's going to be in there. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to have him. I probably won't put Ghost Freak because I think that character sucks. But
yeah,
I like him, and I like Heat.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I might do him.
What is his name? Not Heat Blaze. Heat something or other. I like him.
Actually, guys, like, because Ben 10, is like the later 2000s of Nickelodeon, but like Nickelodeon's 10-year arc of 2000, like animation, really like 15, from like Rugrats up, man. They had something going on.
I never really got into Rugrats. I know people love it, but that's just mine. That's my thing.
His name is Heat Blast.
I never did, but my little sister really did, and like I was very popular at like the toy store.
Yeah,
there was a Nick cartoon though, like later on, Rocket Power. That was kind of fun about like the skateboarders and the rollerblading, and that was like a little bit more my speed at the time too. Like, all right, this is cool.
Right on.
Then mid 2000s, you were all in on Avatar.
Oh, Avatar, yes.
Well, see, I'm watching Avatar now because I didn't watch it at the time.
The cartoon or the live action?
I have watched some of the live action, but I'm watching the cartoon now. I'm working back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, no, and it was like, really, because Avatar and Naruto were out at like the same time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do the run?
I didn't. No. I had the headband.
Did you?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I had the like.
I played the card game, when it was out. So
when Naruto Shippuden came out, there was a PlayStation 2 game for it.
Oh,
except because it's Naruto Shippuden, that game never saw the light of day in the United States. And like a lot of other people, we were watching it at the movie theater. We had like a projector. I would download the Naruto Shippuden shows, and so they all see like sorcery and stuff, and they want to play this game. And like, so like the manager was like, "You're the only person I know with any kind of way. Like, how do we play this game?" And the answer was, you had to download it. You're like, okay, and burn it. And then you had to, if you had a slim PlayStation 2, you could modify it very easily to do it. And that's how. So I was like 2 weeks later, I come in with my PlayStation Slim. And I'm like, yo, check this out. and I do the disc swap, and there's the Naruto game, like right there.
Nice.
He's like, okay.
Nice.
That was like, yeah, that was like the last thing, and it was like, and when I broke the PlayStation 2's copy, like, I was like, oh man, I got PlayStation 2 at the. I need a thing of blank DVDs.
Exactly. Those are the days.
Yeah. Yeah, that's July, man. It's like July. We're doing the monthly giveaway. I got to take this off, and I'll get you guys the first hashtag on film and box office news. It's coming from C Bizzle. Caught up.
Yes, I finally caught up on. Cause I didn't see the first season of X-Men '97, so I finally caught up on it. I watched the whole first season and all of the 4 episodes on the second season.
Okay. See, I haven't watched the second season of that yet. I thought you were talking about comics. I was jealous.
Oh no, not yet. No, I got a stack right here next to me and 4 stacks behind me. I gotta read. So.
Oh, I'm gonna read what's current this week. Cause remember, because I was gone 2 weeks ago, so I have a couple from that week, and then I have obviously this past week. So.
Right.
But that's still gonna be like
I did
books if I get through them all.
I did enjoy the first season of X-Men '97, and I enjoyed the second season. But I just feel that some people, he's not here now, Sam, overhyped it. So I was like, okay, I ain't gonna say much about it until because I want him to be here to defend his side.
To defend it, okay.
Yeah. My biggest gripe, I know it's some other people's biggest gripes that I've seen on the interwebs, is the pacing of X-Men '97. It just feels like they hit us with like the cliff notes of the X-Men universe. It's like it'll show one event and then boom, and then boom, and then boom. I want to spend some more time with some of these characters so I can have some feelings.
There's a lots of overhype out there. Or exclamation points.
Right. Like the scene that touched me the most, of course, is gonna be the Rogue and Gambit scene from season 1.
That was I actually liked the Gambit scene was kind of where like Gambit's the name, remember it.
Yeah.
And I like the other scene where she's like, I got nothing, sugar.
Right.
Two scenes I really like.
Right. So I did enjoy season 1. But I'm more, level-headed about it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not even saying it's meh. I'm saying it's good to very good.
All right. I'll close this. All right. So caught up is our hashtag, and we'll draw that in a little bit because we'll go over the box office.
I saw one of the movies this week.
Oh, okay. I did not.
It wasn't that one. It was not that one. Which the reviews, as I understand, it's literally like a dead, lifeless carbon copy of the animation. Why was this?
Oh man, Moana number. All right, so wait, let me go back one page. Box office was 5 million more than last week.
Okay.
So it did make, and that's last week was the holiday weekend. So
right.
We got about like 5 million more. Moana number 1, 43 million. 95 worldwide.
Oof. Well, 52 international, so just barely beat what which means the world doesn't care about this movie.
No. This was. I almost think like the world is starting to see like this was made for streaming and we put it in the theater.
Right.
Because
in trouble.
yeah. So wow, that's a double leg. Yeah.
And remember, if y'all watched last week's show, I told y'all, I was like, I don't think it's gonna do as good as what everybody will think it is gonna do.
Yeah, you were kind of like that. Cliff is here.
Oh no,
Hello.
Hello.
the Cliff, the voice of Cliff.
It is the voice.
The voice of Cliff. Moana, 95 million worldwide.
Really? I didn't even
Yeah.
Yep.
remember. I didn't even remember it was coming out.
Yep.
Neither did anybody else.
It did 43.
Apparently, enough families to make 95 million in the U.S.
No, 95 worldwide altogether.
Well, first weekend, it's done better than Supergirl in 3 weeks. So there's that.
I was gonna say, I think it did break. That it's gonna break that
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe, but
Oh,
Right.
I do think it could hit a few hundred million because family films still seem to have a lot more strength in them.
yeah,
Plus,
but when you have Minions and what do you call it still in the
Toy,
theater?
Toy Story 5.
Toy Story 5, yeah.
I mean, maybe, but those two have already made a small fortune, more than a small fortune.
Minions and
Um,
Monsters is number 2 this week. Was number 1 last week. Minions and Monsters did 20,500,000 with one more theater added to it.
Look at that.
Worldwide, it's
I
up to
saw it.
280.
If you like the other ones, it's fun. I saw it.
Is that the one you saw?
That's the one I saw.
Okay.
We went and saw it on Monday, I think.
I did not see that.
Number 3, Toy Story 5 makes another 18,500,000.
Saw that a couple weeks ago. Okay.
Oh, Toy Story 5 up to 879 worldwide.
That's gonna be $1 billion.
That one will do it.
That
That
one,
one will.
yeah, we're 4
Minions
weeks
probably
into
gonna do
it.
okay. What's Minions total at right now?
Minions total is 280.
I could say 600 by the time it's done. I wouldn't.
Yeah. 600. 650 the most.
Yeah.
New this week at number 4, Evil Dead Burn makes 13,700,000.
Man, these horror
that's
films
good.
be knocking it out the park.
40,700,000 worldwide.
Steve, is you or your fiance caught up on the Evil Dead franchise?
She watches some. I think she's way caught up more than me.
Okay,
I'm
because
not. Yeah.
it's very interesting that this one, like all the new ones, have been very anthology-esque,
Mhm.
but this one actually like incorporates the mythology of all the new ones.
Right.
So I'm like, how anyhow, it was actually very good.
Mhm.
So I think between Rise and Burn, which what titles? I think Rise and Burn
Mhm.
like are the two best of the new ones.
I think Rise and Burn is a better title.
I'm like Army of Darkness might have been the last one I've seen.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not the same without Sam Raimi, but I mean, he still gets like a producer credit or something.
Is Bruce Campbell in this one?
No.
Oh, see, that's why you're losing.
I know, but also these films don't cost them that much to make, and they look great. You know,
No,
that's true.
I mean, looking great anymore is kind of like you made a movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but they have a story. You know, like it's not. I mean, it's not. They're not in no way, shape, or form would I consider them bad. You know,
and they still
fix.
could screw up the looking great too. Like
Yeah, they can still script looking great, but it's like it's more for some reason it's just more forgivable when you know it's a franchise and you don't know any of the actors. Like I don't know, there's something magically like a magic blankets, you know.
Young Washington, number 5, makes
Oh,
6,447,000.
Disastrous.
33 million worldwide.
well, it came out last week, right?
Yeah.
It's how you know people really got to learn not to talk, you know, too much. They're like, oh, we only used a little bit of AI, and then the rest was all visual effects. It doesn't. I don't care if they even are somehow telling the truth. It looks so bad.
Agreed.
It's also it's Angel, like
Yeah, I get it, but like, come on,
yeah.
like, jeez, you
We just
guys.
talked about like not screwing up the looking good part. Like that's
Yeah,
a
exactly.
given.
They screwed the pooch real bad on this one. Let me tell you. You can't when you can't even get the water right in some scenes, you're in big trouble.
Number 6, The Invite brings in 5,721,000, up to 712% and 1,500 theaters.
Ooh.
Uh, it brought in 5 million. Worldwide 9,643,000.
What's the invite about?
Joe and Angela's marriage is on thin ice when they invite their enigmatic upstairs neighbors for a dinner party. The night spirals into unexpected places.
Ooh. Oh, this is like an all-star cast, right?
Oh yeah, this is with Seth Rogen, Olivia Wilde, yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
I could dig it. I could dig
is
it.
it like
Penelope
a
Cruz,
psychological
Edward
thriller or is it
Norton.
a comedy?
I think this is going to be more comedy-ish. Seth Rogen,
You'd think, right?
yeah.
Seth Rogen likes to throw down into the weird and wild sometimes. This could be
Oh,
like
the
psychological meets, a little bit of comedy.
comedy, drama, romance is what it's listed under genres under.
Oh, then forget it. It's gonna be all those things.
Yeah. By Box Office Mojo. Obsession, number 7 this week, makes 3,800,000 more money. This has been 9 weeks on
What's the total so far?
426.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good for a horror movie.
With a low budget.
Right.
Supergirl, number 8, makes 3,560,000.
Oh,
Uh,
Supergirl.
that is up to 115 worldwide. Number 9, Disclosure Day makes another 3,200,000. 228 worldwide.
That's a Spielberg movie, right?
That's a Spielberg movie.
It's kind of surprising that it's not doing that very well.
No, it is not that. Like, I know some people who thought it was amazing, but those people have not seen his other works.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh, you thought that was amazing? Yeah, I thought it was cool the first time he did that in his other movies. And
Well, is it? I mean, I've only seen the teaser. I don't think I've seen the full trailer. Is it a Close Encounters type movie or is it something else?
no,
Close
it's
Encounters kind of movie. I think it's like they're going to disclose that aliens are on Earth.
right. But it's nowhere near. It's nowhere near the level of excitement that people are hoping or expecting. Like, I remember everyone in the theater I was with, the look of disapproval and sadness when we watched the film. I was like, that was a good look. That was a cool film. And they were like, no, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, it's okay, everybody.
And number 10, Backrooms, making a little bit more money, 1,485,000. Backrooms is up to 363 million.
Yes,
worldwide.
sir.
If you're a horror movie or if you're Toy Story, you're doing fine at the box
Right.
office. And
Yeah,
if you are Moana or a Supergirl, nah.
I don't know. Moana actually has a chance of going up by next week.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it made all the money it's going to make this week.
I don't know.
Yeah, I could see it getting to like 200 million. I don't know about that 3.
I think 200 by the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Not like
What do we got? Next week is a good movie. I might go see it. The Odyssey.
I do want to see that. I might go see that too.
I'm on the
So
fence.
number 11, Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass.
What is that? What is that? I saw the.
Gail Daughtry in the Celebrity Sex Pass when her fiance uses their Celebrity Pass agreement with West Bride. Gail Daughtry travels to Hollywood seeking revenge by pursuing her own
Here's my
celebrity.
thing.
It
Like,
could
it's
kind of
probably
be a
comedy,
funny
right?
thing
It's
if
a
it has like
comedy,
a lot
right?
of people in it.
But like, how are you gonna get mad if you have that agreement? Like, you're mad that he actually cashed in his pass that you said that he could have.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm not saying you should have that agreement. I'm saying, but if you do, how are you gonna be mad?
I think I need more context for the movie.
Yeah,
I feel like something's missing. Like
yeah.
I feel like there's another element that we're unaware of that pisses this person off.
Yeah.
953,000. Jackass number 12, Scary Movie,
I do see one.
Mandalorian, Grogu. Michael makes a little bit more money. Did it make it though? There it is.
Yeah, it is. Mike and Billy.
Michael did it.
Michael hit a
We
Billy.
didn't think he was going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Secret. Levictus number 17.
Mm-hmm.
Night Nurse number 19.
Every time I hear Night Nurse, I think about the Marvel character.
Me too. Me too.
You ever see the movie Little Big League? The one where the
think I
kid's
did.
grandfather dies and he inherits the twins and then eventually becomes the manager.
Oh, yeah.
There's every time I hear Night Nurse, I think of the scene where he's like passed out in the dugout after a road when they're on the road trip and the one reliever walks by and goes, another victim of the night nurses from Jersey, because he'd been watching that porno all night.
A series of perverse scam calls unsettles an idyllic retirement community. A starry-eyed nurse becomes entangled with her mysterious patient.
Yeah, every time I think of Night Nurse, I think of Rosario Dawson.
Right. Good Night Nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Reading Lolita in Tehran makes 15,000.
Sure.
And number 28 over the weekend makes $177. Underland.
What's the hole?
Hole right above it.
Yeah, what is that?
2026
The
re-release.
re-release.
The Hole. While never-ending rain and a strange disease spread by cockroaches ravages Taiwan, a plumber makes a hole between two apartments, and the inhabitants of each form a unique connection enacted in musical numbers.
No, I'm good.
Nope.
No, I'm good. That's fine.
Nah.
I don't need to see that.
The first line, I'm done. No.
that would you?
Yeah, somehow roaches and musical numbers just doesn't say I gotta watch this movie. It really,
you wouldn't want
Python Hunt was in between there, so
you wouldn't watch Joe's Apartment then?
Mm-mm. No. Or that scene in Nightmare on Elm Street when the girl gets trapped in a roach.
in part 4, that poor girl.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That scene grossed me out when I was young.
Right.
And I saw it in 3D. No, that's not the one I saw in 3D. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Oh, I know your brain was work.
Yeah, no, I got it confused with the other one, with his daughter. But yeah, that poor girl, and then of course she's in the freaking Roach Motel. I was like, no.
Oh.
But the girl with the asthma, I felt bad for her too. I was like, this is some bullshit.
Right.
You know? I was like, this motherfucker's nasty. He loves to go after part 3 and 4. He loves to go after the crippled people fast and furious.
Caught up. This coming from Steve Bizzle. He got caught up on X-Men 97. I have not.
Oh my God, Steve Bizzle, do you love it? Does it give you the tingles?
Oh. He feels like he's been overhyped on it. Like,
Yeah, right.
I
No
felt I was
tingles,
overhyped.
Seabizzle? No tingles whatsoever?
I didn't watch season 1, so I watched all of season 1. I got more tingles from season 1 than season 2 so far.
Okay, I could give you that, but I'm just saying there were tingles for season 2, right?
Eh,
Oh my gosh, I thought there was I thought Jubilee was tingle worthy. You know, I thought the showdown with Baby Apocalypse was tingle worthy. You know, there was
with,
tingles. There were tingles.
without spoiling anything, yes, Jubilee's part with I love the couple of Jubilee and the other characters. I'm not gonna no spoilers. And then yes, the Apocalypse fight was pretty good, but it I just felt like I was overhyped on some things. And like I said, I would discuss it more probably because I need Sam to come in here and defend himself.
I mean, I think. Well, no, you're right. Sam went too far by saying it's the best X-Men thing ever. I'm not going
Right.
that far, but I do think it's the best animated X-Men thing ever at the moment.
I will agree.
I think
You
like
know.
at the moment there isn't much else.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, you know,
You
like
have the original.
I feel they've done so much more with this franchise than they ever
Yeah.
accomplished with Evolution or Wolverine the
Yep.
X-Men. So
Yep.
I feel like this is the one that's delivered like the most bang for your buck.
Right.
Also, like, I'm still invested in the characters. That's like really important to me, you know?
I would be if I spent more time with them.
I meant the original characters.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
Gotcha.
everybody else is like it's really fun for you to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And of course, I do consider Cable more of an. I consider him more than just supporting cast at this point.
Agreed.
Caught up.
But sorry, go
10,
ahead.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw. Joe.
Adventurous Joe
Adventurous Joe.
got himself a duck.
He's got many ducks once again.
Oh. Adventurous Joe, you got the first duck tonight. Congratulations. And our next one comes from me. We're bored. Okay, we're bored.
I like it.
I gotta put. I am so bad. I didn't put the banner up. There we go. I'll put the banner this time. All right, we're bored.
Oh,
It's
man.
drawing, and I'll stop that. Okay, you guys can go back to talking about X-Men 97.
So no, before that, I just saw something happening a flooding in China.
Oh
900 snakes, including venomous cobras, escaped into the village from a breeding farm after a massive flood in China. Could you imagine?
No, thank you.
I see the video already. Snakes going down the water. Oh
I
no!
watched, I watched,
Snakes on a plane.
I watched the Netflix. I watched the Netflix documentary this week of Sky Dancers,
Mm-hmm.
which is about the well, it's about like the couple that climbed the Empire State Building.
Oh, them.
Yeah, it's about that. But this was like their Netflix movie, and in the movie, like they were just like it was a thing, and they climbed this big building in Malaysia, and then they like released it, and at the end, she was talking because she like grew up in a circus. That's how she got the skills to do it.
Mm.
You lost me as she grew up in a circus.
She grew up in like the circus, and at the end, like she's talking about like her and the guy, and she's like, we're like our own little traveling circus, and we're becoming soon to a city near you. And that's how like the movie ended, and now it's like a couple years after the movie, and I was like, you know what? they did.
Yep.
They did it. But a really good movie. So good documentary if you want to like find more about like what they do and stuff.
It's so funny. Like the way you said you lost me that she grew up in the circus. I'm like, no, it's a real thing. It's not like it's a plot of a movie.
Yeah,
I'm like, homegirl, it did.
yeah. Like that's not even like in the like that's she just says it. Like, yeah, I grew up in the circus, which is how I know how to do this.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. She's like female Nightwing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Garth Wong. She actually looked up the video. It is crazy. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if we had the video we could put out. I don't know where it's at.
Flame on.
Basically.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a car, so there's no way I can maneuver
You're
that.
fine. But like I said, I'm not overly hyped about X-Men 97. Is good, great. I'm just not putting it up there as the best
Right. I don't think it's like
depiction
the
of
best X-Men
X-Men.
ever. That might be a bit much, but like
Yeah.
I was trying to not let him oversell it.
Right.
Like I feel so bad because at work, the one that we are all hype about, like that I started, was the Great Sheep Detectives, and so there's two girls at work who haven't seen it yet, right? And one of them is like, "Get away from me! I haven't seen it yet." And worst of all, my Instagram is just filled with sheep detectives because of you people. And the other one's like, "Yeah, I don't do social media, so ha, and also I'll get to it when I get to it." But I think they'll each love it.
I have to watch it. I have it.
It's
I
fun.
have to like
Yeah. No, listen, I think it might be the best movie I've seen this year.
Oh, that's not that, but it's good.
I'm just no, I mean
Come
of
on,
the
Sam.
20 of the 20 of the 2026 movies,
oh, I saw
No.
I don't know. What would
I
be
don't
probably Project Hail Mary for me? Like the 2026 movie.
Oh, Project Hail Mary is up there as well. Okay. But like, oh, Masters of the Universe, I rank very high as well.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
saying. I don't think I put it as high as that.
you know. Oh, Sheep Detectives, I think I like better than Masters of the Universe. I've watched Sheep Detectives like 4 times and Masters of the Universe twice. So like, I feel like I'm leaning one direction, even though my precious babies in both movies. Um, and then of course, Supergirl just breaks my heart every time I even think about it. What else has come out this year? Oh yeah, the Evil Dead thing, that was cool, but like I wasn't like, oh my goodness.
Scream. I saw Scream.
Yeah, Scream didn't do it for me. Oh, Possession did it for me, and Backrooms did it for me, but not like I can't wait to watch it again and again do it for me. So I don't know. I really do think I'm speaking only for myself. I really do think Sheep Detectives is my favorite thing of this year so far.
All right. Let me make a few announcements right now, and then we'll draw the second duck. Young at Heart Foundation, Faith, Trust, and Belief. They sponsor Hope Kits for kids waiting life-saving transplant surgeries. You can sponsor a Hope Kit. You could become an organ donor at Donate Life America. Get in contact with Young at Heart Foundation at info@Young at Heart Foundation. That's our first announcement. Our second announcement is Alterniverse Comics. 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. Get in contact with Anthony, 845-233-4234. And they will pull you your comics each week, bag and board them. So if your comic book doesn't order enough copies of Absolute Batman, get in contact with Anthony. He can start pulling it for you. My radio station, Galaxy Valley Radio. We just had a nice big barbecue this weekend. We're in our third
Nice.
year. I'll be on later tonight. So those
Ooh.
are our announcements. Yeah, I'll be on later tonight. We might have, the Fish concert live on the radio,
Nice.
tonight. So that'll be very cool. And those are our quick announcements. And I got to pull up. This is what we came to talk about. Oh, I don't want to create the account. Go back. Oh, duck first. Sorry. Duck first.
You good?
So Cliff, you're saying I'm going through the movie. You're saying you like Sheep Detectives more than Devil Wears Prada 2?
Oh.
Did we lose him?
I'm almost home, and then I'll be able to hear everything normal.
Okay. Well, we're bored. We got 7 entries. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw. Devil Wears Prada 2 did very well.
Bill, I like how you do that. Like you give the seconds how many people entered into that.
Usually.
I really like that.
Yep.
Oh, Devil Wears Prada 2 was very good. I still think I'm ranking Sheep Detectives higher.
There you go. Stand on business.
But yes, Devil Wears Prada 2 is worth me watching a second time, so I should do that.
Space Cake Collectibles, congratulations. I'll get you this one. It comes from Green Shirt Guy.
Yeah.
What the F was that?
I'm gonna assume this has to do with football international.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Everybody know, like, oh, who's bringing these people?
Whoa, you going in and out bad.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're getting attacked by the Matrix.
What the F was that? We got 2 entries. I'm going to remove that one. I slide this one over here. And we will share the screen.
Just so you know, if you see me go like this at least once and coming up here, they're replaying the Bills Ravens game from this past year.
Okay.
We're still down right now.
So My Dinner with Andre from 1981. 2 old friends meet for dinner as one tells anecdotes detailing his experiences. The other notices their differing worldviews. Director Louis Malle. Writer is Wallace Shawn, Andre Gregory. Stars Andre Gregory, Wallace Shawn, and John Lenore.
Is that the waiter?
Yeah.
Lenore? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who has, like, 3 lines in the whole movie.
He's one of my favorite characters of the movie.
Sure.
Because some of his facial expressions
That I'll give you. That's why
was on point. You know.
His face
And
was
what's that?
his face was saying what I was thinking.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that. I cannot disagree with that at
Are we
all.
waiting for Cliff, or we're just gonna start?
We could just because I don't know how long he's gonna be.
Okay.
Hoping just a couple seconds, but I think we should just start. And
Oof.
I'll you know what? I'll say, like, the movie started out and it's New York, and you see like New York City in 1981, and
Right.
Wallace Shawn is kind of narrating the beginning of it, and he's talking about like his friend, and you know, his friend Andre Gregory, and he has this dinner that he's going to, and you know, and it sounded like you know, like they're friends, but like, you know, they're more like acquaintances now, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you know, we actually get to like the dinner. And this is where, like, you know, like the dinner, and that's the name of the movie, Dinner with Andre. Like I took a bunch of things like from this movie. Like I didn't like, I wasn't like really like bored with it as say, but I thought about like this might have worked as like just like a play, like a 2-person
100%. This works as a play,
Facts.
not working as a movie.
and
I think
like
it's more engaging as a play, but even at that, I don't know if I'd go see this play twice.
that, or it works as and like, you know, here it's 1981, you know, it works as like a podcast. Okay, it
Yeah.
works as like, I thought about this, like it's 1981, there isn't a podcast, you know, and like 1981 there's like audiobooks, but it's not like there's audiobooks today, like,
Right.
you know, and that's what this works at. Like I kind of want to like, I wouldn't mind even going through this again with just the audio track, and just because I think it would really work that way.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's how I use it mostly. So just give you a heads up. For Grinch guys going to tickets, I'm not going to guess any of those answers because, like I said, I use this movie as a background.
Yeah.
So I went and cooked me some dinner, play NBA 2K, and I just had my headphones on while I was right next to me, so I could peek over and look at it. But I, like you said, Phil, I treated this like a podcast.
Yeah.
and I think it works that way. The only other thing is, okay, this is they're playing kind of themselves.
Mhm.
Yes.
And with this, like, you're getting a story, you're getting Andre Gregory's story of, like, you know, he was like, they're both members of like the theater. So and he was like a member of the theater that kind of like left the theater for a while and went on his own, like, you know, spiritual journey.
Fever dream.
Yeah, yeah. Like his own like spiritual journey and stuff. And then that part is like pretty interesting.
I mean,
Mhm.
it's something.
And I thought about like, imagine like a story like what am I thinking of? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now just being told at like the dinner table by Hunter Thompson.
Yeah, but I'd listen to that before we'd listen to this again.
And that's the and like that's part of like the thing is like where like Fear and Loathing has like the better story. Like that is one of the things. Like his like spiritual journey, it isn't quite like up to that coolness of like a Fear and Loathing of Las Vegas, which, but like, you know, some of this stuff is probably true and some of it's a little bit like,
well, it felt like
over embellished.
Remember that at the beginning where he tells that thing about how he left the theater or whatever, and but then he hooked up with the Russian guy, I think he says, and the guy gets him the island or the camp or whatever, and we're just gonna go out and kind of hang out. But then while we're out there, we're acting, but we're not acting. We're being ourselves, but instead of we're improving our life and just doing whatever we think. I'm like, that's what this movie felt like. Like whatever comes into your head, it's coming out your mouth because it meanders all over the place. And there's parts of it I had a hard time following going. And I kept going, what the hell did you just say? Like, I
rolled it back a couple times. Like like, yeah. And that was only like the beginning of the movie with like his journey. Like, yeah. And then, I had to roll it back.
The thing that made me laugh though a couple times is when Andre's talking. He's talking about something esoteric or really just way out there, and he just turns to him and goes, "Well, naturally," and keeps going. I'm like, "Not naturally, nothing. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, what naturally?"
Well, I like it because it's very naturally for him. You know, it was like, this ain't naturally for nobody. You brought this Chinese Buddhist dude, you just brought him home,
There's
and let
that
him
too.
stay indefinitely until he just vanished on you. I was like, apparently, naturally for you is for you only, sir.
How about the story
Two-
about where they
two-
started to bury him under alive?
Yes.
I was
That
about
was
to
one
say
of the
that.
things I wanted to like relist, that whole thing where like he had got like stripped naked and they photographed
Mhm.
him naked, and it ends up with like him getting buried alive. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's the
was
kind
like
of
one of the
story
things
that
I wanted to
happens
listen
me.
to that part again.
Well, if that's the kind of story, if that happens to me, I'm never telling anybody about that. Not even my best friend. That's a story I go to the grave with, literally.
Well, so
Well, he's
here's my
very
thing.
bohemian,
He's something.
right? And like,
Very.
at least it's so like I get it because like I think that he just feels like his world is all these eccentric theater people and experiences. It's just that this series of experiences just kept taking him somewhere.
Okay, so here's
Except for
my
he
biggest
corrupted a
thing.
Chinese man.
Here's my biggest thing about
That's its own story. All right, sorry, Steve Bizzle.
That's all right. Here's my biggest thing. So, a couple of things I did agree with him with, but I don't like the fact that he went too far to the extreme. Whereas when he was talking about how people just walk around like robots, and you can use that thought pattern that he's had in 1981 even to today with all this technology and people constantly on their phones and people just accepting it because it's comfortable. I agree with that to a certain extent because at first I think they got in the subject of having structure or doing a habit, you know. And my thing is this is like just about every society needs structure and some type of habit to keep it going. And some people need that as well just to get to the day through the day to day. Like I know all of us have a 9 to 5 that we get through just to get done with it to go home and have some freedom to do whatever we want. And my thing is like when during that monologue that he was saying, he wanted to go too far to the extreme, and his friend was like, "No, you
Yeah,
just can't. I'm happy with my electric blanket. Like I'm comfortable."
exactly.
Right.
You know, he said, "Well, if you don't have an electric blanket, that means you can actually feel that it's cold." And I'm like,
Or
"Yeah, go
Well, okay,
on."
so tying this back to buried in the ground, right? The whole buried in the
Yeah.
ground part was part of experimental theater.
Mhm.
But he panicked, then he stopped resisting, then he gave into it, then he had that sense of stillness. And then when they dug him out, that is when everything was more alive to him, the sky, the trees, the air. And in his perspective, he's like, when you go back to not knowing life, go back to knowing life without an electric blanket, you'll appreciate that electric blanket more. Or you'll appreciate the cold more. I feel like he was too off. I feel like he went too off into his deep end, but I feel like that moment, the buried moment, is the story we need to kind of see where his mind started altering paths,
Right.
I thought he got a little pretentious several times, and then towards the end when Wallace like, he goes, "Look, here's the thing. You look at me getting a fortune cookie and opening it up, and I'm supposed to have gotten that one. No, it's just random. It's completely random, and then you're placing meaning on something that doesn't have meaning. And the way you know that it's not scientific is because you can there's calculable results and you can replicate it. Where this is completely random and you're making it into something more than it is. And I felt like all of these experiences you have, like, dude, like I get some of them, but like you're making everything into the greatest thing ever. It's like, well, because you're pretentious. That's why.
And side note, I agree with old dude that the quails was very small.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, quail are small though. They're only like
Right. Give me a Cornish hen.
exactly.
You know, if we're gonna do that.
Quail is a gamier meat too. If you've never had it.
Okay, no, I never had it. No.
Yeah, it's okay. They are very small though.
Okay.
But anyhow, I would say he was being more pretentious if this wasn't about like he's had a spiritual awakening and he wants others to join with him, you know?
So all right, then like okay, because they're just I know they're like playing kind of themselves,
Yes.
and I was like, all right, I think for the most part, kind of like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, a lot of it is true with some embellishment on the story of that spiritual awakening, and that is like kind of half the the discussion at like the dinner table.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, no offense, Cliff. I use this as a podcast. Like I was cooking dinner, I was playing NBA 2K.
That's okay though, but did it work for you as a podcast?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Like
So
every once in a while, I'll look back over, and you know, because my favorite character of the whole movie is the waiter.
Right.
Like I had a great time with that gentleman. Like, and especially near the end, when he's sitting there had a cigarette. I'm like, oh, he old school.
Yeah.
the whole
And the way he
thing
looked
is
at
old
and
school.
waiter looked at him when he talked about how small the quail was. Like,
Yeah.
what do you expect?
Right.
Right, it's quail legs. But you know what I love about it? Like the restaurant is bougier than he expects when he arrives. But
Right.
also, this is a real restaurant, you know, like that's the other thing I love about it. They just shot it in a real location. Like New York is alive and well in this movie, you know?
I agree.
But it works. And of course, you know, I like how he's a little bit of a fish out of water in this restaurant. They're like, oh, go sit at the bar while we wait for your table to get ready, you know? And he's like, oh, give me a whatever. And he's like, sir, we only serve spritzers here. Okay, you know, like
Right.
I love that. He's got his sparkling whatever with the lime in it the whole time. I don't know. I appreciate just these little things, but also because he already makes a note that Andre is not this kind of guy. Like, what are they doing eating here? You know?
Right.
But part of Andre's transformation is like, shit, you got to live now. You know, like I've been tucking away money my whole career. And for what? I'm not enjoying it. You know, here he actually is enjoying it with his friend, you know? Also, like how he noted that Andre actually paid for dinner this time, you know? I like all these things. Like, so what's interesting is they have two points of view. They respect each other's points of view throughout, right? Hey, Chad. But on top of that, he acknowledges that his friends change, you know? Like he's thinking about like at the end, he's thinking about his friends, his loved ones, and he's thinking about Andre, and he acknowledges how different Andre is now, you know? And how he thought it was funny that, you know, their mutual friend was like, oh, I caught him on the street and he was crying, thinking of an Ingmar Bergman quote, you know? Which, by the way, I feel like that quote set the tone of the movie, you know? Only our character here did not know it. He didn't know it, you know? And then when you talk to him, it makes sense that quote affected him this way. You know, I can only live through my art, right? Like that's powerful. I forgot what the rest of the quote was. I put it in the chat this morning. But it's exactly what's going here. Like, and then of course there's a piece of truth in that in Andre, because he's reaching out to his old buddy, being like, all right, I'm ready to do more theater. And it's like, dude, don't you want to be over it and retired? But no, he's reawakened. It's vivid. He wants to share. He wants to do new projects, crazier projects, you know.
He had a reawakening.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the whole thing. But the reason I picked this movie is this is one of those early movies in my youth or even childhood where I was like, oh my God, a movie can be a conversation. A conversation can make movies can be other things. Like this movie always left that impression on me.
I could see that. And like I said before, this would have been great as an audio book or as a podcast in today's society. You know how we are. We're an instant society right now. Everything got to be quick and right in our face. I even like just him just walking through the restaurant, looking at other people sitting down eating at the table. You can almost hear their conversations. You can hear them laughing. And then, funny enough, just like them in the movie, near the end, you get so caught up in what they're talking about, you forget. You start hearing the crowd less and less.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they look up, they said everybody left the restaurant hours ago.
Right, because they got so caught up in their conversation.
Right.
Not to mention they had like what 5 dishes. You know,
They had a lot to eat.
no, well, it was a fancy restaurant. It was a multi-course meal. So I get it. I get it. But you know, like I've been that dude on very few occasions.
I'm surprised they ain't drunk, because how much wine did they have?
Yeah. Well.
You know, I don't think they had that much wine except towards the middle of it.
They got so many refills.
But you're eating too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a ton of refills though. At least 4 each.
How many times did they reference the Holocaust, Hitler? You know, I'm like, dude, like I get it, but maybe everything doesn't have to go back to.
Well, the whole flag story.
I also loved when he goes, you put the swastika on your flag. He's like,
he's like, not the
Tibetan swastika. I'm like, wow. Because people are going to be able to differentiate that.
Right. Just like if I put the Confederate flag on my car.
Right.
Well, you have to.
Well, that one, I think there's only one. Okay.
Well, I mean, if I'm in Mississippi or Alabama.
Well, yeah, the Mississippi state flag kind of has it built in,
right?
So that there is that.
Right.
Okay.
So I want to put some emphasis on. They talk about the SS, Nazis, etc. This movie is in 1981. Andre Gregory's character is born in 1934 Paris.
Okay.
Right. The World War II was only 36 years prior to this movie. Those things are still very alive and well in these people.
Oh yeah.
And absolutely. I think that's why it comes up so often in conversation. And probably in his travels, seeing a traditional swastika probably was initially jarring for him. And then later on, when he's talking about how he wants his own flag that you know means something to him, that you know the traditional swastika that means light, you know, he wants that there. I just think it's really, it adds to the layers, and also it was something that made me think more in this movie than when I had seen it in the past. You know,
I think this movie was a little bit ahead of its time.
Oh, it absolutely was. Absolutely. But it's so funny, right? Because we have so many things that are ahead of its time. And then it kind of makes you sad that we have to tell so many of the same stories over and over and learn these lessons over and over. But anyhow, one more reason I enjoyed the film.
Right. This movie did have quite a bit of layers to it, but like I said, it was just I could not watch it straight up. No. Like I could not watch it having some popcorn and going to the. I would, and no offense, like I said, no offense, Cliff, because this ain't the way I get content this day and age is through like podcasts and you know and things of that nature. If I went to the theaters and saw this, I probably would have fell asleep after an hour.
Possibly, but then again, you know, if you were 30 in 1981, it might have been a very different experience for you.
It depends. Like I said, the time, also, and what I probably was going through at the age of 31. I started college late, so I graduated around that time. I was still drinking and whoring myself around. So I don't know if I would be able to sit down in this movie the whole time.
I know, but you at 30 in 1981 would have been a very different person.
Oh, I've been even more of a whore.
Oh, well, yeah, because the less chances of getting caught.
Right.
Wow.
Less social media. Or actually, no social media.
Yeah, no social media, and photography costs money. So somebody has to actually pay somebody to chase you down and find out what you're doing.
Right.
You got some questions, Green Shirt Guy?
I do. I only have 3 this week.
Okay.
Oh, good, because I was not going to be able to answer none of these.
Let me get to. Oh, hold on. Where are they? Crap! I just lost it. Where are you? Today. Here we go. All right. So there's 3 categories: occupations, friends, and leisure. What do you want, Cliff?
I'll go occupation.
All right. How often does Debbie work as a waitress?
Oh,
It's for the chat, right?
This is for the chat.
yeah, it's for the chat. Oh,
Come on, chat. How often does Debbie work as a waitress?
I cannot guess that.
I could help them though. I think Debbie is Wally's girlfriend.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And Wally's the bald one, just to let y'all
Let's
know.
not give
Which,
him.
by the way,
Let's
it's
not give him
funny.
5 minutes to Google it. Start counting.
By the way, it's funny because I'm working during Walmart
Ooh.
deliveries and Sam's Club deliveries multiple times a week, which because I need the extra income.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How often?
And did anybody answer it? No.
3.
Oh,
3
Joe
nights a week.
gets 3 nights a week.
It's 3 nights a week.
Oh, there you go.
Joe just said 3 nights a week. He just got it in. Did we get it in for Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we say that another way?
Get that in.
I said it how I said it. I've had a very long day, and let me tell you something. When you genuinely cannot find something in the store, and you have gone right after the employees to find it, and the employees are like, "Look, my scanner thingy tells me the same thing that yours is telling you. It just isn't here."
Tag Comics is actually free on YouTube. Just in case you want to go to see it.
It's on Tubi as well.
Yeah.
And you can watch it on
if you have
HBO Max.
HBO Max, it's on HBO Max. That's what I
I
watched.
was like, this movie is nearly everywhere. I was sure of
I
that.
watched it. Only reason I watch it on YouTube is because I could skip the commercials.
I know, right?
We'll see, but I watched it on HBO Max. I didn't have commercials.
Oh, I don't pay for extra for that.
I watched it on YouTube and I use an ad blocker. So
Nice.
Nice. All right. Who
you
wants
got
to
2
go
more
next?
questions though?
I have 2. Who wants to go next?
I'll go
Go ahead,
next.
Cliff.
All right. Friends or leisure?
Leisure.
Whose autobiography is Wallace reading?
Oh, he said it a bunch of times.
Bunch of
too.
times.
Oh God.
These should all be.
Who
friends.
autobiography did he reference or read?
He says he's reading it a couple times.
Reading it, okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
The Education of Henry Adams.
Wrong.
The Henry Adams autobiography?
Wrong.
And really?
Yep.
What is it?
Oh, see, Bizzle? Charlton Heston.
I have no clue.
Says he's reading Charlton Heston's autobiography.
Oh, Charleston Heston.
Why am I thinking about Henry Adams?
I have no idea.
What's the last one?
Okay, the last one is who suggests that Wallace go see Andre?
Okay.
Oh, I know this.
There's a name.
There is a name.
And
There
that
is a
I
name.
have. I know like the story part of it.
There is a name.
I start counting.
Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
We'll start with a
Anyone?
B.
Did not. Anyone?
Oh.
Anyone else?
Nope.
Oh, Joe came in late. Do we give it? Well, Joe's got enough. We don't have to give him another one. Joe came in way late.
Oh, it is.
It is George.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It did show. It did show up right after Phil said 10.
Okay.
The 1.
All right. Let's get some scores. And just you know what? I got it. It came in. Sam gave it a 7.5.
Oh,
Yep.
good on Sam.
Sam gave it a 7.5, and he says, as it comes up, I give the movie a 7.5, a very intelligent film, but can lag because of being one scene. You could do other things while listening and get the same experience.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
See, Bizzle.
Bizzle?
Okay. Side note, I just want to say this. Joe, we all suffered, okay? I'm joking, Cliff. It wasn't really a suffrage for me. But I agree with Sam with the main thing that it being one scene throughout technically majority of the movie was one scene. The beginning part and the end was him going through the city of New York. And I love the fact that when he went after he at the end when he just was going back home to after the restaurant, he was talking about he recognized all these places. Like I got my suit there with my dad. I've been here, I've been there. It's really poignant with me because every time I go back home to visit Detroit, I pass by certain places that the whole nostalgia memories of. Like I said, when I watched this movie, um, I used it as a podcast, plain and simple, because it's just only one scene, them sitting there talking most of the time, and that's how I do most of the time. Like when I play 2K, I don't feel like hearing the commentary on the game, so I would put on a podcast, and I just treat it just as such. And it was interesting. Some of it, what some of the points that he was making about not being a robot, go out there, experience. I'm like, I agree with to a certain extent, but I always feel like everybody needs some form of structure, some sort of film of being familiar with something. Either throughout your day. I would give this movie a solid 7.0.
Well, we know I'm going last, so Phil
Yeah.
or Green Shirt Guy.
Green shirt guy.
I'm not going to go that high. It is different for the time. It's probably I don't know if it's the first time I've seen a movie like. Well, it's not the first time I've seen a movie like this, so I don't know if it was the first time they did something like this, where it's a two-hander and literally it's two actors through the whole thing. I think we said this as we started. This would be better as a play. I think it'd be more engaging because you just have two guys sitting on stage, or not arguing with each other, but arguing their viewpoints, getting up and down with two chairs. I think it would work better as a play, which it probably may have started off as, because I think doesn't Walshawn say he's a playwright, but it's not. He couldn't get any work, so yeah. It meandered so much. Like I don't know how many times I said, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like I understand what you're saying, but it's just so out there. It almost doesn't make sense a lot. It's different. I'm not mad that I watched it. I probably won't go looking for it again anytime soon. If somebody says, hey, you want to sit down and watch this, I go, yeah, how about you watch it and we'll talk afterward, type thing. 5.5.
Okay, I will go. I actually really kind of dug this movie. I think I'm gonna go with Sam and give it the 7.5. I do think that, like, there again, we didn't have podcasts in 1981. Probably would have probably started out maybe as like a play, but went this way. Would have been like a good like two-person play. There were a few other movies at the time that were like that. Sleuth being one of them that came to mind. Um, Overall, though, the conversation I found like I found like myself following it for the most part. Every once in a while, I'd have to like roll it back. I had never seen this before. And I did rather like follow the conversation. I was pretty like intrigued with it. I dug the conversation. After like the whole like journey, it does get into a few things that age like incredibly well. But I think like looking back at the stuff he was saying, I think it could age. If I said that today, it could age incredibly well 40 years from now. Like I think you could say that anywhere in history and it would like age incredibly well. But I'm gonna go with a 7.5.
All right. So, I mean, I chose this movie because I think these guys gave a great performance. It's filled with timeless ideas. As Phil mentioned, I think it's got thought provoking dialogue, and it's a very unique cinematic experience because although there are other movies that go on, like 12 Angry Men is shot like this,
Yeah.
it's just that one room. But this is one where they're just having a conversation and there are no stakes, and our emotional commitment to these characters like are minimal, right? It's not like 12 Angry Men. We're like, oh no, that boy could die if they make the wrong choice, you know? So obviously the pacing is demanding, and the movie can feel a little self-important. So I would, even with those dings to it, I too am giving it a 7.5.
7.5. You know what? That brings the council average of this movie to a 7.0.
Just under the 7.6 of IMDb.
Yeah, so we like well we came in under the 7.6 of IMDb. I'm gonna say it's not gonna be an everybody movie, but I'm not like upset that I watched it. It was pretty thought provoking and I could dig it.
Yeah, like I said,
I feel a lot of people should give this movie at least one shot.
yeah.
You know, I
This-
feel
this-
it's definitely.
I only
I feel
could
like
watch
it's
this
definitely.
once.
It's definitely that movie that deserves one watch, just so you can go, okay, that's what that was. All right, and then have the conversations afterwards, because the conversations are this movie in of itself is a kind of conversation starter, because when you walk away from it, you walk away with that line. Ingrid Ingmar Bergman did say this. Just the little things. The first thing that stood out to me, the whole movie, was the quote from Ingmar Bergman. That stood out for me. You could tell I've had a long day. But everything, just like Wally's defense of but I enjoy these simplicities of life, and it's, I love how it's scaled in a way that no one is particularly right or wrong. It's like, do you observe these things? Do you feel this way? You could, even back then, as maybe, and I think even more so today. But yeah, I chose 3 movies that I thought were worthy of conversation. I ended with a conversation movie I thought was worthy of conversation.
All right. I enjoyed it. Like good movies, because I hadn't seen really like any of them. If I put them in order, it would have been, I like Chariots of Fire like the best, then this one, and then like last week's
Possession at the bottom. I get it.
Possession at the bottom.
Possession's hard. Possession's is difficult, but also it's kind of brilliant, and I just have all these feelings from it. Because like I said, there are all these people who worked on that movie. Like, who are they if they didn't start there? And I really appreciate that.
All right. We're gonna draw this in just a few seconds, guys. I got a few things to tell you. First thing, the Council of Comics is going to be back on tomorrow night, July 13th at 8 p.m. for episode 202 of the new Keys and Hot Comics of the Week with Absolute Green Arrow, Infernal Hulk, G.I. Joe, White Sky. And then we got episode 61, Wednesday, July 15th of the Council of Comics Live at 8 p.m. We're also on this week, Thursday, for episode 34 of Fill in the Blanks, Ben 10. That'll be me, Green Shirt Guy, and C Bizzle. And finally, we're also going to be back next Sunday where we start 1989. And your first movie from 1989 is
not shocked.
Lean On Me.
Not shocked. I thought this would have been one of the ones you picked.
Yes.
Lean On Me, 1989, next week for Film and Box Office News, episode 194.
And I
What
think
the F
it's,
was
I think
that?
it's on Tubi, if I'm not mistaken, or Pluto.
In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's on Tubi.
Let's draw. Cliff,
Hey.
yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, nice. All right, let's give this to Garfwong, because if she's willing to give this movie a try, she at least deserves a duck.
Listen, Lean On Me right now is on Tubi for free. So you should be able to watch it there. It's also on Apple TV, Amazon Prime, if you already have those.
Garf one, congratulations. You got the last duck of the night. And I think that's everything. So for myself, Steve Bizzle, Green Shirt Guy, Cliff on Comics, and of course, the producer. We love you all. We will see you all tomorrow night. Have a great rest of the weekend. Peace, everybody.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes?